Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's quick and effective workout will take about 20 minutes and we will finish with a lovely somatic practice to help ground the body and set yourself up for the rest of your day with intention. So let's begin lying down on our mats and begin to gently rock the pelvis forward and back, working with our pelvic tilts to mobilize the pelvis. Relaxing the back. Let's move into some circular motions now with the pelvis, melting one side into the mat and reversing the circle going the other way. Now let's come to a stillness and extend here the opposite arm and opposite leg straight out. Bring it back to center and repeat the other side. And again, opposite arm and leg extending out as you inhale. Exhale back to center and repeat the other side. Good. Now let's begin to start with our bridge sequence. So planting the hands, let's ripple the spine up into our bridge, and from here you can start to dip one side of the pelvis at a time, doing our lovely hip swaying side to side, mobilizing the spine, the hips, and slowly coming back down onto the mat. Let's scoop the tailbone back up into the air and stay in our bridge as now we reach the arms up and overhead and back down by the mat. And again. So we're staying in our bridge as our arms reach up and over and back down to center again. And lower the hips slowly down onto the mat. Let's scoop the tailbone up again, holding in our bridge, this time extending the right leg, bending the knee up to tabletop and extend the leg out straight. Bend and extend. Good, keep going. Planting the leg, let's bring it to the other side. So the knee comes up to tabletop and extend the leg out. Now staying up in our bridge, let's bring the arms up to the sky and shift the weight into one foot at a time, lifting the heel. So we lift one heel at a time, lower it down and keep it going. Beautiful. Now to finish, you can try lift both heels at the same time, really squeezing those glutes up into the air. And now staying with the heels lifted, let's open the arms out to the side and back up to the sky. And again, open and close. And keep the arms lifted. Let's lower down the spine vertebra by vertebra, and then you can hug the knees into the body. Get a little stretch through the lumbar spine, swaying side to side here in the hips. Now we will continue with our C-curve set. So let's keep the knees bent. Straighten the back, inhaling as you reach forward, exhaling as you scoop the tailbone down, and vertebra by vertebra you lower down into your C-curve. Now let's stay there and start to extend one leg at a time. keeping the body stable. Good. Let's roll back up and repeat. Exhaling as you lower the back down, keeping it curved. This time, staying in our C curve, we lift both legs up and lower. And keep it going. Keep the core engaged as you lift the legs and lower them down. And then rolling back up again. Well done. Let's clasp the hands behind the head now and go back into our C curve. Staying there, we can extend the legs and let's start to crisscross now, elbow to opposite knee. Staying in our C curve if we can and crossing the elbow over the body to the knee. Well done, you're almost there. Keep it going. Let's let go of the arms and roll back up again. Good job. Now we're going to slowly lower down to the mat. And now we'll do a roll over. So pressing the legs together, we take a breath to prepare. Let's roll the legs up and over, if you can, touching the feet behind the head. And carefully lowering them back down again the other way. Again, squeezing the thighs together. This time we keep the legs straight if we can and lift them up and over the head. And rolling back down vertebra by vertebra until the legs slowly also land on the floor. And we do one more time. Inhaling to prepare. Exhale, lift the legs up and over, lifting the hips. Let's roll the hips back down on the mat and carefully lowering the legs down too. Taking a breath in here to relax the body. Now let's go into our bridge, hold onto our hips and lift up into our bicycle legs. So as we pedal out the legs, we're holding onto our hips, keeping us stable. Good. Now straighten the legs and we go into scissors. So we open one leg at a time, scissoring the legs as we keep stable, holding the hips in place. Now let's lower the body back down onto the mat and the legs can gently land on the floor as well. Take a deep breath into the belly. And now we'll move into our side lying series. So let's start by going onto the elbow, bending the knees and keeping the body stacked. So the knees and the hips and the shoulders are all in one line. When you're ready, let's pull the pelvis up into the air, squeezing those obliques. Staying up in our side plank, now we do a clam. So we open the knee, keep the feet stacked. And let's bring it all together while we also lift the arm up in the air. Hip comes up, knee opens, and arm reaches to the air and back down again. And keep it going. And now you can extend the top leg all together out straight. Lift the hips and extend the leg and arm. Now hold. Reach the top arm up and overhead, bicep to ear, and lift that leg up and lower. And keep it going. And gently lower down. And now coming onto the knee and the arm. Let's lift the top leg and bring it into circles. And now reversing the circle, let's keep the rest of the body nice and stable. And extending the arm again, let's go knee to elbow and extend. Good, keep it going. Working the obliques here, along with the glutes. And reach it up now into pulses, pulsing the leg and arm. Here we go. And you can release. Well done. Let's go into our mermaid pose here. So keeping the legs bent the same way, we're going to reach the right arm up and over. And now, before we go to the other side, we're going to go into a push-up position on the knees and keeping the hips down low, and try to keep the elbows close to the body. Let's keep going. And now gently lower all the way down to the belly. Hold on to the feet and let's do a lovely back stretch here. If you'd like, you can start to rock the body forward and back, focusing on your breath here as you rock, and releasing that, bringing it back to our push-up position for 5 more push-ups on the knees. Brilliant. You can go back into a child's pose here to release any tension and just give the body a little break. And we'll take it to the other side. So on the opposite elbow and bent knees now, we're going to start with those hip dips. So squeezing the hip up into the air and lowering it back down. And now bring in that clam, so we open the knee as we stay up in our side plank. And bringing it all together, we dip the hips down, bring it up and open the knees. And now for the extension. So dip the hips and extend the leg out fully, reaching the arm up as well to the ceiling. Let's keep the leg lifted, reach the arm up and overhead, and move the leg up and down for some leg raises. Keeping the body stable. Good. Let's release that. Go onto the knee and the arm, reaching the top arm up and overhead once more. Let's bring the top leg into our circles again. And keeping the core stable and engaged. Let's reverse the circles. And now we bring our knee to elbow. So crunching here through the abs and then creating space through the body as you stretch and extend. And keep it going. And now let's pulse it up and down. The leg and the arms are out long. And release. Let's bring it back to our mermaid pose. So now we bend the legs to the right and stretching the left arm up and overhead. Now let's go down onto the back and hug the right knee into the body, keeping the left leg out straight. You can start to loosen out the foot here as well, doing some circles through the ankles. And let's open the hip out to the right, continuing the footwork as you maybe point and flex the foot. Now bringing the knee across the body over to our supine twist. You can bring the right arm over to the right side. And to finish, let's extend the leg, hold onto the back of the knee and flex the foot. And take it to the other side. Let's hug the left knee into the body and circle the ankles. And then pulling the knee out to the side, pointing and flexing the foot. And bringing it to the other side, doing that lovely twist through the lumbar spine. Holding on now to the back of the knee, let's extend the leg up to the sky, flexing the foot. And slowly release. You can keep the legs bent here, taking some deep breaths into the belly, really relaxing the body now as we signal to the nervous system that we are calm and relaxed. Let's gently start to tap our chest with our fingertips. And slowly bringing it to the tops of our heads, tapping gently from the top all the way down to the forehead, moving down to the temples. Continue tapping here as we go down to the upper lip area, and then the jawline, releasing any tension here through the jaw. And let's now give our necks a little massage. So you can make a peace sign with your fingers, putting your ears between your fingers and rub all the way down your neck. Enjoying this little massage. Continue tapping the chest and slowly moving to the ribs. And we can release. Maybe you'd like to straighten out the legs here, keeping the hands on the belly. Let's notice the belly rise and fall as you breathe through the nose. And we'll take some deep, steady breaths. So inhaling through the nose all the way. And exhaling, even longer breath. Good. And again, breathing in. And slowly breathing out. And one more time, breathing in fully. And exhaling completely. Noticing how you feel grounded in the body, sinking into the mat beneath you, feeling alive, feeling grateful. And we'll slowly come back to a seated position when you're ready. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for working out with me today, and I'll see you again. Take care.